Hey party people, what's up you guys? I am happy to be here live with you today. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. I am at one of my studios that I teach at on Wednesdays. Hey girl! And I am just super excited to share some stuff with you guys. So basically, today has been a roller coaster. Amanda knows. So I had self-proclaimed, hey Emma, I had self-proclaimed this week as Lizzo week, which I was super freaking pumped about. Okay, I was so pumped. I literally spent like 5 hours recording YouTube videos on Monday. I did some like insane batch working, and I had done a reaction video to Lizzo's "Cause I Love You" from NPR Tiny Desk on Monday, and I had planned to release another one on Thursday, and I still plan to release a Lizzo tutorial on Friday for her song Good as Hell. Now, I don't know if you guys who don't live in the United States know who Lizzo is yet, but she's basically like taking us by storm. She is like the self-love queen. She is amazing, and I was really, really excited to feature her on my channel. And today, NPR blocked my video, and that's okay. Tempo, yes, Emma. Tempo, I listen to that when I run. So NPR blocked my video, and they gave me a copyright infringement. So that was, that happened, I saw it around noon. And then I freaked out, and I was like super upset because I have another copyright infringement. And from I don't know who, but I think that it's a fake. I think it's a fake one, which, because I know a lot of YouTubers have been writing like blogs and stuff about fake copyright infringement. And so anyway, I'll update you on the other one. But so I emailed NPR, and they actually got back to me like within an hour and told me that they would remove the copyright strike if I kept the video down. So obviously I'm keeping it down, even though I really hope that some of you guys, at least my diehards out there, got to see it, because I had like seriously such a blast recording those reaction videos, and they were just really fun. But yeah, the universe had some other plans for me. So today has been a trip and a half, you guys. Seriously, I'm talking my dog has an eye infection and is like literally impossible to put eye drops in his eyes. So I spent like almost an hour trying to get the eye drops in his eyes. I dumped my water bottle all over my gym bag that had my clean clothes in it. And then the copyright thing happened. So by like 1 p.m. I was like, what else you got for me? What else do you have for me right now? Because I can take it all. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm really glad I got that sorted out. But if you're wondering where that video went, thanks, Amanda. Amanda, love you, girl. You're so great. So if you're wondering where that video went, it is no longer. It has entered another dimension. It has entered YouTube heaven for videos that have gotten taken down by copyright infringement. And you guys will never, unfortunately, see my video on Thursday. However, because I batch worked, which I'm so proud of myself for, I am going to react to one of Dimash's songs. I know I haven't done a Dimash reaction since June. since I reacted to Hello, which I got a lot of feistiness from. So I took a little break from Dimash, and now me and Dimash, we are back. Our relationship is back in business. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I did already film it. I just have to edit it for tomorrow. And it's going to be, what's the name of the song? I can't think of it. I'll think of it. It's one of the English ones. Lonely. Something about being lonely. So look for that tomorrow. If you guys haven't put your notification bell on for my channel yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, because you know that you need my notification bell because I go live every Wednesday. Okay, so that is why you need to not only subscribe, which I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this right now is already subscribed, and you need to click that little notification bell so that you catch my lives. Okay, so additionally, I want to invite you all to join my Facebook group, which I was going to put in this description, but I messed it up. So I can no longer put it in the description. However, I can put it in the description after. Now, I am not making the announcement of what's happening in my Facebook group until Friday, because I want the people in my Facebook group to be the first to know. Oh yeah, you can just, okay, thanks Amanda. You can just search Singing Babe Tribe on Facebook, and it's a group. Okay guys, so for those of you who are watching this live, go join. So we're gonna be doing something very special only in the group, starting potentially next week, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I'm doing the live announcement to what's going on in the group on Friday. That's 2 days from now at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, I have planned a live ahead 2 whole days. Guys, I'm so proud of myself. Also, this is like my fourth or fifth week in a row doing a live on Wednesday. So I know that most of you watch these after. So for all of those of you who are watching this after, I am quite interested to know, is there a particular time that you wished I was doing these lives? Because right now I just have a break in my schedule at this time, but I could also do them in the morning. So if you have a time that you prefer for me to do the lives, holler at me. Tell me in the comments, what time would you be able to attend a live if it was up to you? Because I really take your guys' opinions to heart, and if a bunch of you are like, Lauren, we need you to do this live at 9 a.m. Eastern time so that we can watch it before we're asleep, I will do it. Sunday at 8 p.m. Oh boy. I really try not to work on Sundays. Sundays are my one day that I really try not to work because it's the only day that me and my husband both have off. However, it is a day of rest. And also, I have a tendency to be a workaholic, so if left to my own devices, I would be working all the time. So I have to build some healthy boundaries for myself. But sometimes I do master classes on Sundays. So maybe I could do a special live on Sunday, but we'll see about that. Thanks for the suggestion though, Amanda. Okay, so where are you guys watching from? There's a couple of you in here. Let me know where you're watching from. I know Amanda and Emma are on here. I see a couple other, okay, Amanda's in Ontario, very cool. Let's see, who else? Where are you guys at? So do you guys have any questions for me? I know I haven't done a Q&A. Last week I did a live tutorial, which was very fun, and a lot of you guys have watched that afterwards. But, oh yes, so I have something else I want to tell you about for those of you who are watching this. is that not only is something very exciting happening in the group next week, but also Singing Babe Tribe, but also I am doing a new free masterclass online. So those start next week, and you do need to go register for them. So, because they're on a totally different platform, and because that platform is like very reliable and it has very amazing streaming capabilities. So that is going to be, you can sign up for that at singingwithlauren.com/masterclass. Emma is watching from France. It's late in France, right? It's like, is it like 11? It's like 11:30 there almost. Okay, Amanda says, what are some key tips you have for a new singer just starting out? Great question. So I would say, first, you want to figure out what kind of repertoire you want to sing. So that means, what kind of songs are you going to be singing? Are you going to be singing musical theater? Are you going to be singing mostly pop? Are you going to be singing jazz? Right? If you're like a totally straight up beginner, do not start with opera. You could start with some art song. But you really want to decide what kind of music do you like listening to, that you also want to learn how to sing. Because song choice is really, really, really important when you're just starting out. And so if you have nobody to, bounce those ideas off of, I would recommend, even if you don't want to long-term go to voice lessons, I would recommend doing one voice lesson with a teacher, either online or in person, just to be like, hey, this is what I sound like, what's my voice type, and what kind of songs, like what are some suggestions for songs. The whole song choice thing, it's very important when you're starting, and then as you become intermediate and beyond, it's not as important, because by that point you will have built some vocal technique to build up off of. And so that, like, obviously you don't want to pick a song that's horrible for your voice, but the songs that will be okay for you to sing are very, like, a lot greater of a spectrum. Okay. The second thing I would say for someone who's just starting is that you want to decide how you learn best, right? So don't just start singing, definitely, but you want to have some kind of a guide, right? So whether you're going to watch YouTube videos, whether you're going to join an online vocal course, whether you're going to actually take voice lessons, some studios offer group lessons. Decide, like, what's your medium going to be, right? Because when people tell me that they want to learn how to sing all the time, and that's not the hard part, right? The hard part is getting from I want to sing to actually singing. So you want some kind of an inspiration to keep you moving, to hold you accountable, right? And then the third thing I would say is, when are you going to make time to do it? Because the best laid plans, right? For example, there have been things that I've been saying I want to do all summer. Now it's August 7th, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's August 7th. There's like only a couple more weeks till September, and I didn't do like so many of the things I wanted to do this summer, right? And the same thing is going to happen with like a hobby, or especially with singing. So you're going to want to decide, like, how much time can I devote to this every week? What's a feasible amount of time I can devote to this every week? And when am I going to do that, right? And then you take out your calendar and you schedule it in. Now, I'm not going to lie. Today, I did not want to practice. Like, I was feeling really annoyed and tired, and I just didn't want to do it. but I plan to make some opera recordings coming up here, and I know that if I don't like get my butt into gear with those, they're not going to go well. And so I have that kind of like motivating me. But I still set my timer. I did 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break. And then there was a couple more things I wanted to do, so I probably practiced for like another 10 minutes on top of that, and then I was done. And I felt really good after. Okay, let's see. Nini says, from TN, but from the Philippines originally. Tennessee? Is that what TN means? Emma says, you're right. Oh, girl, you're doing some late night YouTube searching. Nini says yes. Well, hey from Tennessee. Tennessee is on my short list of places I'm gonna go soon. I want to go to Nashville. Which now, by the way, those of you who don't live in the United States, Nashville, Tennessee has now become the bachelorette capital of the United States, which I think is so freaking hilarious. I have never been invited to a bachelorette party there, and I did not have a bachelorette party before I got married. Oops. I did not have a bachelorette party before I got married, so I did not have my bachelorette there, but I still want to go there. Okay, Amanda says, how many times should we practice a week to see real progress to be able to sing like Dimash? And hello, caffeine free. Okay, so listen, you guys. I think that you have to determine what you're going for here, right? Because if you are trying to be a professional singer, I want to say you should be practicing at least 5 days a week for an hour, okay, or more. But for those of you who have lives, like who have other jobs, like I know Amanda has kids, practicing for 5 hours a week is not very feasible. And so what I tell my students who have all these other things going on in their lives is that you should practice 4 times a week. I want 2 of those times a week to be short warm-ups. Okay, so, and by warm-ups I mean that you're really just working on your vocal technique. So you can do like some of my technique videos, you can do your own warm-up, but just that you're warming up like 10 to 15 minutes in front of a mirror and you're just planting yourself there, you're not going on your phone, you're just focusing, right? So that those 10 minutes pack a big punch, 10 to 15 minutes. Amanda says, so lip trills and stuff, yeah, we're talking lip trills, we're talking like, me, me, ma, mo, moo, we're talking, we're talking like, stuff like that. Really getting your voice moving. Sirens, yeah. You guys know what all my favorite warm-ups, because I've done them a million times. But look for my warm-up playlist. Okay, that one has some really good ones. I have some short ones, I have some long ones. If you're looking for like a 20-minute one, I have a couple like 18 to 20-minute ones that are really gonna get you warmed up. And then for those 2 sessions, you're done. Okay? So where can you pull those 15 minutes from? I can guarantee that some of you are spending an hour or 2 hours a day on social media that you could be singing. And how do I know this? Because I do the same thing, okay? So I have been really trying to restrict my social media time lately and focus on what's important to me. And then the other 2 times of the day, you are doing full practice sessions. So you're doing a warm-up, 10 to 15 minutes of warm-up, and then you're going into your songs, right? So you're working on your song, maybe you're learning a new song, maybe you're preparing for an audition, maybe you're preparing for a show, or maybe you're just working on a song. you know, and that's what you spend the rest of the time doing. So that session is more like a 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your vocal level, skill, and endurance. Right, if you're a straight up beginner, you're probably not going to be practicing for a full hour. You're probably going to be practicing for more like a half an hour in those sessions. And listen to your body, because you'll be able to tell when your voice is tired. Okay? These are great questions. Keep the questions coming, you guys. Okay, so Amanda said, what time of the day is the best to practice to not strain the voice? Another great question. So here's the deal. Any time of the day is possible to practice, but some of the times of day you're gonna have to warm up more, right? So if you literally roll out of bed and you wanna practice like right away, ASAP, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend, you know, waiting a little bit, doing your morning routine, waking up your body, maybe going for some exercise, maybe eating some breakfast. If you drink coffee, you know, drink some coffee or tea, and then warming up and singing. Because when your voice hasn't been working, you know, for 7, 8, 9 hours, however long you slept for, it really needs to be warmed up, you know. And then also you need to rehydrate. So that's why I don't practice. I love practicing in the morning, but it's not the first thing I do. So I usually give my body some time, you know, to actually like wake up before I warm up my voice. And then if you're practicing in the evening, you're not going to need as much of a warm up because you've already been talking all day. Unless you're a hermit and you don't talk to anybody all day, in that case, you're still going to need just as much of a warm up. Don't want to leave you hermits out of this discussion, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see what else. What kind of diet is best for a singer? Like a veggie diet, water only? Do certain foods make your voice sound worse? Okay. So this question, I have actually been thinking about bringing on my friend, Hanisha, Dr. Hanisha Patel, who's a naturopath. I want to interview her about this, actually. So right now, I am on a coffee-free, dairy-free diet. Because and gluten-free, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I have celiac disease, so I can't eat gluten. So if you're gonna bring me cookies, just make sure they're gluten-free. Gluten-free cookies are always accepted. No, but seriously, there's nothing more heartbreaking than when my students are like, I brought you some brownies, I brought you some cookies, and I'm like, thank you so much. And then I can't have them. It's a thought that counts, guys. It's a thought that counts. But no, in all honesty, I think that what diet works best for you as a singer doesn't necessarily have to do with you being a singer. It has to do more with just you. So for the longest time, I had undiagnosed celiac disease, and I was a mess. Like, I had constant acid reflux, I had constant asthma problems and allergy problems, and when I stopped eating gluten, lots of phlegm. When I stopped eating gluten, my life became much better. I actually feel like I was reborn into this life. This sounds dramatic, but I'm not even kidding. So, however, I've still had some problems, especially with acid reflux. I've really struggled with that. Like, because before I got diagnosed with celiac disease, I had basically gotten put on a bunch of medicine for it. And it was like, it's very hard to get off of acid reflux medicine because you experience what's called an acid rebound, which is extremely unpleasant. And so anyway, right now I am doing no coffee, which I don't know how much you guys know about me or if you guys follow me on Instagram, but up until about a month and a half ago, I was a pretty big coffee drinker. Okay, I'm talking I was drinking coffee almost all day, and then I quit cold turkey in the beginning of, no, at the end of June, I quit cold turkey. So it was an experience, guys. It was an experience, and it's not that I'm not having any caffeine. I'm drinking like some green tea and some black tea, but I'm weaning myself off of my acid reflux medicine, so that's been really good. Let's see. Oh, and why does acid reflux matter? Because it actually can burn your it can come up through your esophagus, so it burns your esophagus, it burns your throat, and it can actually come back over. This is really gross, but it's true. It can actually come back over and it can burn your vocal folds, and then also give you a sore throat and like make everything sound really bad. So that's actually what was happening to me, because I didn't have nodes like on my vocal folds, but I had something from irritation on my false folds from that. So that was a really long answer. So I would say if you guys feel like you're having issues with your diet, I would highly recommend trying an elimination diet, but I'm not a doctor, and seeing if anything helps you, especially if you struggle with allergies or phlegm, lots of phlegm. Amanda says, do you feel like your voice is clearer now since no coffee? So I don't think that it's affected. I don't think that just the coffee has affected my voice, but I feel like the no coffee has been helping my acid reflux, which then helps my voice. So yes, but it's not like a direct like, oh, when I drink coffee, like my voice is not good, right? It's this like never-ending perpetual cycle of like drinking too much coffee, then too much acid, then all of this stuff. So good times. If you get the people who have made it this far, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you guys, because there's been a lot of babbling on my part in this video. But my friend Tanisha is coming to visit me, and maybe I'll ask her this weekend. Maybe I'll ask her to film a YouTube video with me. Oh no, Amanda, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so interactive. It's been very helpful. Caffeine Free says, hey Lauren, I agree, and that you are learning. Very good. That's what the point of this YouTube channel, you guys, is to help you learn how to sing, to help you feel like you're not alone in your singing journey, and to give you content to, you know, consume and to become a better singer. That's free. Hey, Big Kahuna. I forgot. What's your first name again? I ask you that every time you're on here. Emma said, I've heard dairy is also not great for the voice, but I'm not sure if this is accurate. Hey, Emma. Yeah, so my doctor has told me that dairy is actually really bad for the voice because of the phlegm that it produces. Basically, no matter if you're lactose intolerant or not, dairy produces extra phlegm and mucus in your body, and it does that for everybody. So, sorry, my phone's low on battery, but it does that for everybody. So, yeah, basically my thing now has been, I've been really solid for about a week of no dairy, but I've had some slip ups. But you know, you do what you can. Dairy is in a lot of stuff. So being dairy free and gluten free I've been finding it to be very difficult. but I'm working on it and I'm trying my best. Big Kahuna is JJ. Hey, JJ. Amanda says, so no dairy before shows. Yeah, so I don't have dairy like before auditions or shows. It's just, why mess with it if you think that it's going to mess up. Filipino singer JR chews on ginger daily. Says it helps with his voice. Is that a myth? So ginger is actually known to help calm the stomach. So I'm not sure about if it helps your voice. The thing about cough drops and anything else that you do like right before a show is that what it's helping is it's helping the part of your throat before your vocal folds. Okay, so it's helping your what's known as your pharynx. So that's the space like right here, right? It's above your vocal folds and it's helping the space that is there before your esophagus and your trachea split off. So when people are having cough drops and stuff to help their vocal folds, that's wrong, right? That doesn't help. That is a myth. But when people do these things to help the rest of their body get into better shape before singing, that can help. I think that people get really confused about the fact that your esophagus and your vocal folds are two different pipes. And you should be happy that they're two different pipes, because if water goes down your vocal folds, it's also going into your lungs, people. Okay? We do not want to aspirate. Does that help you guys? I don't know who that person is, but I put them in a timeout. I'm dead. Oh my god. Okay, that's where I think we need to end this. I think we've hit our limit, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this. Okay, JJ had one more question, so we'll finish off with JJ's question. So you mentioned dairy. What are good and bad drinks for singers? So that's the thing, you guys. You have to think about how is the drink that you're having affecting your entire body, right? Not just your voice. So, like, obviously, if you drink wine before a performance, your whole throat is going to be very dry, including your tongue, your mouth, your pharynx. But your vocal folds won't be dry, but since everything else feels dry, you're gonna get that dry feeling, right? So I would just say that you need to experiment with these things because everybody's different. That's why I really don't like the generalizations, but everybody's different and everybody is affected differently by these different things, okay? I would not recommend drinking an energy drink before your show either. Kai says, I like using throat coat. I do like throat coat. I drink throat coat more when I'm not singing, though, because I find that it like loosens things up in my throat. And so I don't want to be coughing things up if I'm sick, right before I perform. But it does rock, and it tastes really good. Also, is there a hoarse voice remedy? The best remedy for a hoarse voice is not talking and not singing, not whispering, and sleeping. That's it. Those are the best remedies. Anything anybody else tells you is a wives' tale. I'm just kidding, but kind of serious. Okay, Amanda says, honey, licorice. So what honey does is honey is a natural cough suppressant. So yes, honey can help you if you're coughing a lot, and it also helps soothe your throat. But remember, the part of your throat that it's soothing is not your vocal folds. The part of your throat that it's soothing is the back of your throat and your pharynx right before your esophagus and your trachea split off. Hey Isiva, good to see you in here. I'm gonna respond to your message right after this. JG says, oh sorry, missed your intro. What were the major changes to your channel? Okay, there are no major changes to my channel. I was just telling you that there is gonna be something exciting happening in my Facebook group, Singing Babe Tribe, that's starting next week. But I'm making the official announcement in the group on Friday. So if you wanna know what the announcement is, go join the group. It's just Singing Babe Tribe. Make sure you answer the questions, because if you don't answer the questions, I won't accept you into the group. Most of you guys are already in the group though. Most of you guys that are on here. And I just told a funny story, so go back and watch it when this is over. Okay guys, that's all I got for you today. Cheers to singing. Love you guys. Thanks for being a part of my community. I'm so thankful for you, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and check my channel tomorrow for a new Dimash reaction. Bye.